a little disclaimer before we begin. I filmed this video from 2 angles, and the one with the good audio crashed and I lost all of the footage. That's why I'm doing a voiceover today, because I rambled for almost 2 hours whilst painting. So yeah. Back to the video. Hi, I'm Eline. I'm an artist. I'm trying to post consistently on YouTube here. Today we are painting a romantic scene with gouache paint. I'm not experienced with gouache, but I am with acrylics and watercolor. Yeah, I did do some tests and drew a wild hamster lately, and yeah, that's why we're doing this. I'm doing it on canvas for the first time, so it's kind of experimentation. I searched like 15 minutes for a reference, but I knew I wanted to make something romantic. Maybe it's a little late for Valentine's Day, but hey, it's still February, and my birthday is actually on Valentine's Day, and I turned 20 this year, so yeah, that's kind of whack. I went to a tropical garden with my boyfriend. He took me there and I had so much fun, and I fed so many birds and so many ducks. I got so happy. Here are some pictures. But yeah, continuing on. My art style is kind of romantic. It's very much nature, fantasy and romantic based. So yeah, it kind of it fits into my vibe and birthday at the same time. Also, I thought first about maybe painting cats or something like that, or lovebirds, but I really need to get more comfortable in painting people again. I used to do this a lot. I started out with painting animals, a lot of birds, and then it changed to people, and then now I've kind of transitioned back to like also houses now, but a lot of animals. So yeah, I'm trying to get more comfortable again with drawing people, and even though I specifically did not want to paint any faces in this picture, because well, there's a guy and a girl just sitting and looking at a pond. This is the reference. I just painted the reference, but in gouache, so it's I call it a study. It's not really a finished masterpiece or something. It's a study. I really like how it eventually turned out. So yeah, I started out with pink in the background because I don't know why I'm doing this lately a lot with painting, just so I can have a bit of my values and a bit of a rough sketch. I think this is more of an oil painting technique, but yeah, I used it here. So especially because I do not like drawing with graphite on canvas and then painting over it, because in my case, it always gets muddy. I don't know, that's just my struggles. Let's talk about my last video. My last video got a lot more views, and up till now it's like at 2.2k, which for a lot of people might not be a lot, but after posting on this account for almost 6 years now, that's the highest amount of views I've ever gotten, and I'm kind of overwhelmed. I also loved seeing the comments and reacting back to them. Thank you for the person who told me that I had a spelling error in my thumbnail. I'm dyslexic. I see over that kind of things, so thank you. I love you. Yeah, so the topic of the last video was creating like outfit recipes through the help of art. And fun fact, I am still using those outfit recipes in my weekends. They help me a lot with packing and just not having to think about what I want to wear. It especially helped because the dark academia, the creative, and the more sophisticated style. So since posting that video, I have, well, used it. So if you find this maybe interesting, go try it yourself. You could also do it maybe with pictures and like collaging them together. It might be an idea for everyone who struggles making outfits. Also, hi to my new followers. They doubled, and well, yeah, I first had like 40, but now I have like 90, which is weird for me. I'm just happy it got a little bit more attention than my videos have ever had. Also, all this positive feedback and like the reach it got, which is minimal, but I really love it, makes me want to post more on this account. So yeah, let's talk a little bit, let me ramble a little bit about what my plan is. So yeah, I'm thinking of posting more. The goal was for this year to post at least 6 videos, and I'm already at number 3 this year. So it might be like once every month or twice every month, I hope, if I can still manage to do that. And then it will maybe be maybe be swinging back and forth from big projects to small projects, so that it's not too big of a load. This video, it took me 2 hours to film, and then a lot more hours because I couldn't get my footage back, and it got me so frustrated, but I'm posting it anyway. I'm still mad about it, but yeah, so swinging back from big to small projects, and the big one lasting more, taking more time, and then the smaller ones being like a 1-day shoot or something, especially because I am working. I do have a job, and I only have nights to do something creative, or in the weekends when I'm not away, or when I do not have somebody over. So yeah, a little bit of trying to film a little bit more for this YouTube account in my free time. And I would love to hear if you have any ideas of me to create or try out. I have many different hobbies I love to do and try and experiment with everything. I love to experiment with mediums. That's why I painted on clothing last time. So yeah, do you have any suggestions? I have some video ideas listed out in a very big list of 100,000 of creative stuff I can do, and maybe film as well. But some of mine are, well, I'm very much of a fantasy nerd. I love that stuff, and maybe I could do something with that, or maybe I could go and thrift something and make something out of it. Just thrift flips in general, or maybe document starting my own little art business if anybody is interested in that. I have been wanting to do this for literally years, and I've never gotten the supplies or the motivation to do it. But now that I have more works of art and just more inspiration of things I could make and do, so yeah, maybe I could start doing that and share my progress with that with you guys. Also, painting on random stuff, I love doing this. For now, I have one big one that I really want to do. I have this whole box of jean jacket, jean pants, and I really want to paint on them. I know this was a trend in 2012 or something, painting on clothes and stuff, but I would love to do and revisit this, and maybe also add some embroidery, just making costume pieces, and yeah. Not that I'm gonna wear them, I'm probably either gonna sell them or give them away, but just to experiment a little bit more with trying to mingle fashion and art together. So yeah, let me know what you would like to see of me doing creatively on this channel. I'd love to hear your feedback. And yeah, that ends it for all of the scripted scripted things that I wrote out in my notebook. So I'm just gonna be quiet for a second and let you just listen to the music, which is a mix between rock and, well, still. That's what it said on the YouTube audio library. Yeah, and I'll get back to you in a little bit. Okay, that's enough of listening to music. I was really vibing to it because whilst I'm editing, but yeah, I just thought of a topic that I could maybe discuss a little bit. Yeah, so what I talked about during painting when I was rambling was that I wanted to try and improve my cinematography. And I did that because I filmed from 2 different angles at the same time, so I would have more of a dynamic feeling to my videos. And then my SD card crashed, and so yeah, basically that story for the 3rd time now. But one of my 2024 goals is to improve my cinematography. I'm really interested in cinematography, and I am a photographer, a real estate photographer well, that's my job. So I'm getting the ropes more on how to film and how to put things in like an aesthetically pleasing way in front of the camera. And this also correlates a bit back to my love of film and just creating videos. I've created videos for 6 years now. That's when I officially started posting on YouTube, even though they were small videos or just vlogs. And that's very much teenage me. Now I can say that because I'm 20. But yeah, I wanted to improve my cinematography this year. And this also correlates back to I wanted to go to film school. That might still be on my bucket list, but that would also be very much expensive. And I could also just practice from home. So I'm gonna try and figure out what I want to do with cinematography, and maybe I'll do short films, who knows. I have a few stories in my head, maybe, if I think about it very deeply. But yeah, kind of experimenting in not only paints, like in gouache, but also experimenting in film. So yeah, that was my other ramble. I do not know where that one went, but yeah, just kind of, I want to experiment more, make my videos better. Talking about cinematography, right now when I am editing, I have like little calcifer from Studio Ghibli in my background, just like as a background fireplace. And let me just say, Studio Ghibli, like, I love it. It's very much calm and peaceful, not so much violence, like in usual Western kind of movies. I've seen a lot of videos talking about what's the difference between nature in like Disney and what's the nature in Studio Ghibli movies, and it's just because they're very quiet and very just airy, and I really love that about Studio Ghibli. I haven't watched all of the movies. I am watching them with my boyfriend at the moment because we both wanted to watch more of those movies because they have a very interesting kind of storytelling way. We watched Howl's Moving Castle. That's the last one we watched, I think 2 weekends ago, and it was by far the most weirdest movie we've seen of Studio Ghibli. We could not wrap our heads around it. So much was happening. It doesn't mean it's not a good movie. I still like it a lot. It's just, it's different, more different than the others. Like, my favorite one till now is Ariete, and that's just because, well, she's a tiny human, and I find that very much cute. So, being small, there's this book I used to be obsessed with. I got the whole series of 31 books. It's called Pinkeltje. It's a Dutch book. And yeah, I kind of have a little collection of those books, and I just like tiny things. So yeah, but I'm trying to watch all of the Studio Ghibli movies this year. That's also on my 2024 list. I think I'm just gonna ramble about my 2024 goals this video, even though the video is almost over. So yeah, let's just spit them out whilst my computer's not liking my voiceover. But yeah, I would just want to travel more, do more things with friends. Want to start my more of a businessy side to my art, because my paintings are overflowing my whole room. I wanted to watch more Studio Ghibli movies, and I wanted to get more into character design. For my art goals are more character design, and I also want to try and paint en plein air, which means painting outside, based off of real life. And that's I learned it in art history, and I used to do this sometimes when I was younger, when I was on travel. So I would paint what I was seeing. I looked at my old sketchbooks. I almost found all of my old sketchbooks, so if you want to see a flip through of that, let me know. And a lot of them are bad. A lot of them are bad because I never finished sketchbooks. So yeah, Studio Ghibli is on my 2024 goal. I love it. I also love the fact that they use traditional kind of paintings in the background, and then they illustrate with digital animation on top of it, and that's something I might want to incorporate in my own work. So yeah, we're already getting pretty far in this painting. I'm already adding the leaves to the tree, and then after that it's almost finished. So yeah, let me just hop back to talking about the painting. The reference showed a little bit more of a more upright tree, and I turned it more into of a willow tree. Willow trees are my favorite trees just because they look so tired. I love drawing and painting tired stuff and people and cats and dragons, and that's kind of about the tree. But it also kind of looks like a birch tree, because of how do you call it? Because of the bark. Got it. So yeah, it's fantasy. It's a study. So yeah, I really liked how this shirt of the guy turned out. It was very much accidental that I used orange, more of an orangey warm color on the back of his shirt, but I think that added more of a sunsetty vibe to the painting, or yeah, it just made the painting feel more set into, like, the people were more in the space than what I would have done than what it would have looked like if he didn't have any orange in his shirt. So yeah. And here we are coming to an end of this video. Thank you if you're still here for listening to me ramble. I kind of like these ramble videos. If you'd like to see more, subscribe maybe. And yeah, follow me on my Instagram. I post a lot more art there than on here. I'm a lot more active on Instagram. And yeah, here's the final result.